whatever you suggest won't have cost too much. I would like to keep a bit of like a profit every month.
Well,
Good.
the first thing brought up when it comes to the economy is Liana has something to bring up,
Uh-huh.
which is the harvest isn't looking that good this year,
Damn it.
Yeah.
and there are basically two options: either the state doesn't help, in which case the peasants might be slightly annoyed, or the state does help.
We should get cave bees.
Orchards. Now, well, let's see. How much does he think this would cost?
Well, there are a lot of peasants, and it's there's a variety of ways it can be put, but all things considered, she would consider a healthy sum of 50k of gold to try and prevent basically any damages from the bad harvest this year.
We can afford that
Yeah.
reasonably well. That shouldn't be a problem.
A month's income just to sway off possible revolts.
Well, also to save starving people in Bethland.
If it'll help,
I'm
I can
just
put in
thinking.
300 gold on my own.
I don't think we need that.
Yeah.
Maybe you should put that into the anti-explosion fund.
Yeah.
We'll see
That's
what-
all I got, though. It's 300 gold right now.
So
If we end up having an earthquake, please don't blame me too hard. I did my best.
We can only do so much with 300 gold.
should we mark off 50k?
Yeah.
Yes, I will move that also here. Expenses. 50k. Preventing.
Other than that,
Starvation, I
Starvation.
guess.
Yeah.
By buying extra food and artificially lowering the prices of food,
subsidies and that kind of stuff.
basically subsidizing like fisheries, and, like
The Archmage will inform you trade is looking good for the current season.
yes, I would hope so.
Well, we've just set up an extra trade agreement, so I'd hope so.
Yeah, which is helping. Let's have a look. There is nothing else specific on the economy that needs to be discussed, at least from the NPC's point of view, unless the players propose something economy-wise.
I do.
We'll
I have
moving on to the Sapphire General stuff.
I have brought papers.
Yes, you have.
Yes. What do they say?
Raphael ruffles through the papers and says, "Well, my dear friends, I have been getting accustomed to my new position, and I am trying to do the best I can, so bear with me here." He sort of sorts the different papers. I have tried to talk to Bollard, but he has been indisposed these last couple of days. I'm not sure why. Anyway, I have talked to the Sapphire Generals somewhat, pertaining to the security of the palace and the security of William. And they say basically the following, and I quote: "The Crown Prince, being so young, is an easy target for infiltration and assassins. He is both unable to defend himself and may mistake anyone in a uniform for being part of the staff. I would request additional funding to the Sapphire Guards, at least 10,000 gold pieces, so we can train some more able fighters for the palace defenses. To keep the palace secure, however, there is a variety of ways we can improve the defenses, such as alarm spells, magical and mechanical traps, improvement to the security walls, perhaps even building a small and easily accessible panic room, so that which entrance is small enough for William to get in, but too small for anyone of actual normal build to follow him. So to speak, taking advantage of his current age." He looks through the papers. Another good option is possibly for him to, be more trained in defending himself. We have already discussed this particular business. To this, I might also personally suggest he reaches up his hand and taps the necklace he's wearing, something similar as this necklace, perhaps for the Emperor to wear. It would ward him against all sickness, all poison, and harmful gases and other things. It would prevent him from drowning also. That is my first thing I want to bring up. He like moves the papers towards Laurel so he can take a look at them. Basically, the report from the Sapphire Generals.
20,000 of feathers.
No, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one.
20,000 for wine rag.
I mean, he needs something.
5 gold pieces for a new ring mail for him.
There are also some very detailed blueprints in there.
Good. Well, we'll commit them to memory, if need be.
He has the eidetic memory.
It's pretty damn good memory. Oh god, that's so much money.
Almost did a spit take with my
We
drink
want
then.
50,000 for training, like 20,000 for a necklace, and then 120,000 for like boosted palace defenses.
Well, up to 50.
That's a significant amount of money.
The boosted pallet defense would include stuff like alarm spells, to prevent intruders coming in, and
Yeah, that's a big dent in the in our buffer.
Related to this, Raphael will go to another pile.
I want my own personal guard.
defenses part 2.
Yes. Well, as you all know, I am the position of the Sword of the Empire, and as such, I am somewhat struggling to get into and perform my duties. I need more people. It is as simple as that. I therefore would suggest and put up to the council the formation of a new order within the Empire. The name I haven't decided yet. Something along the line of Order of the Sword is probably what I would think of. This would be an organization working directly under the Imperial Champion to help secure the laws, apprehend criminals, and hunt down whatever other scum and villainy are present in the Empire. It would be a form of elite task force for me to use in my various duties. We will tap the pile of papers. The particular details of the organization of such a thing I could describe to you if you're interested. Otherwise, you can certainly leave it to me.
I do also have the financial cost for this.
Yes.
Oh god.
Good God, how many people?
I am currently scanning for at least 10 people to be my direct subordinates. Apart from this, I have not decided on the exact size. I am thinking about 100.
At the price of this much?
I am not finished yet. I'm thinking about 100 people at the moment.
110 people?
This would include arming them and all the various things.
There needs to be a hall built and a complex for these people to train and properly perform their duties. Something similar to the Sapphire Guard barracks, but smaller. That is also included in the price.
Yeah, that is all covered there.
Right.
Wouldn't
Currently,
they solve much the same solution as like the current guard, the police, basically? Law enforcement.
The city guard is tasked with guarding the city. We don't have an imperial-wide force. This will be it. A task force to send out to be able to command armies, conduct investigations, apprehend criminals, hunting them over large areas, not just within a city or a duchy, but across all of the empire.
They would have to work within the framework of the imperial law, right?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They are subservient to the office of the imperial champion. They are, in this regard, agents of the empire.
Yeah.
Because we don't really need like a paramilitary organization running around like specters, basically.
No. I think they should be public, but...
Send in
Yeah, but
the
like
Raphael.
under the law, right?
This
Oh,
is
definitely,
me as a
Assist
player.
the police.
My vision as a player is basically an FBI for the empire.
Secret police.
so they're basically...
No, they're not secret. They're quite official, actually.
Yeah, so they're basically the Empire's investigators and enforcers, where
They
the
are
city
the-
guard can't...
They are the Imperial Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. I totally agree.
or
And,
like the American like marshals, the U.S. marshals. Basically, they hunt the federal criminals all over the damn place.
Yeah, sure. I totally agree.
If we
I
could
think that'd
add
be
the
worth
main goal for them to be fighting corruption
Sure.
as well.
works.
Because I think like we have a lot of nobles who don't really understand the whole purpose of paying taxes
Yes.
and sort of being official about things, and we need to take them down a peg without doing it like too officially.
And again, I mean, this is an organization to put the fear of the empire into whoever opposes us. Like they are the sword. They show up and be like, you know who I am. I'm working for the Order of the Sword, and you will listen to what I fucking say because I am basically like an inquisitor. You know, I'm a 40k inquisitor light.
Sure.
And I'm here to
For William.
exactly.
Heresy.
The Emperor protects.
Idleness breeds heresy.
Exactly.
So you want to be inquisitor.
Yeah, it's basically a federal police slash.
It is like 5k a month. It's the monthly cost is what really hurts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of upkeep because they need to travel, they need to train.
Yeah.
They need to renew.
They need their paid plane tickets. Basically.
Yeah, they also, of course, they need to live. They're people.
Yeah.
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 Well, the wages are in there as well.
Wages. Yeah.
There is the organization in short. The organization will basically be on a competence level. They will be ranked from 1st to 100th sword. Depending on basically the sword above them are basically in an authority position. So you meet a sword of a higher rank than you, he basically outranks you and can command you. You know.
Yeah.
You climb up the ranks by defeating people above you in rank. It's basically a martial competence system.
Fair enough. Yeah. It works.
Which
shouldn't really consider. Perhaps we should lay out like the things that will cost money, so we have all of them before we decide on.
those are the
to
things
spend.
I have. The reports from the generals and my own project.
There are more things that can cost money if you want them brought in.
I mean, personally, I would like to expand the Sky Marshals because having the Imperial Sky Fleet have
Yep.
one ship is kind of embarrassing.
I was
It's,
gonna
I
bring
mean,
that
it's
up as well.
100 million% more than anyone else. But if we
Malachi, how much does it cost per ship?
just a like good little 50,000. Pretty decent money.
It's a sky ship.
I mean,
So
sure.
probably like not many, but you know.
And besides, we could always research different classes of ship as well. You know, that do less
I mean,
but are
let's
cheaper.
have a few first.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
it-
exactly, right. But I'm just saying, it's not like a set 50,000 per ship forever.
Yeah. I mean, if we put it on hold for now, I could say if there was a little extra funding for the artificers, I can put them onto researching some new airships, going on Laurel's original plans.
Well, I mean, I think we can go with we could figure
I'll
out the
take care of
airships. That's more of like an artifice thing. That's what we're good at.
We have the
And
academy.
besides, I have a shitload of
Of,
ranks in craft
Clockwork.
ship making, so I can make little models and test them.
We'll take care of
you have-
development. Basically, it's
Okay.
just funding because they're really pricey to make, and we've been flying around with the Empress and every officials all the time, and it seems to be a really good thing to have.
I mean, sure. But I mean, the one that Laurel
I was on
has,
an 11.
the one that Laurel has made is Laurel's. If he wants to
It
expand the
is.
fleet, then it'd be the Empire's.
But Laurel is the Sky Marshal.
But the
So they'd all be oracles anyway.
but I'm just saying, if the Empire pays, then they are entirely the Empire's, obviously.
In many ways.
I'd
I
say
mean, they would
always.
serve under the title of the Sky Marshal.
Yeah, but like if the Sky Marshal was to change hands, then
They
If
should
Laurel
pay
was to
too.
die, then yes.
we'd
it would
we'd
go
only
to the next Sky Marshal.
I would say that we'd only lose the one that Laurel made for himself.
If if he dies, then that goes to the Sky Marshal as well,
Okay, alright.
together with
Yeah.
everything else. Really,
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, just so long as that's there.
he doesn't think he will die, and he feels like you're all trying to like as if he's trying to do something bad. He's
But-
never done anything bad.
That is not true at all.
That's not true. just being careful. Just being careful. So he is like
Cut
this
funding for
strange-
everything you love.
Mhm.
This is some strange
All the
demon
money
thing.
goes to the Volsenbrack Corporation. I rule.
Rocket.
Yeah.
People obey the people who pay them.
Archmage just teleports Laurel to the moon.
I really
Comes
like
back.
Brack. It sounds like a super villain though.
It does.
It
does.
sounds really
It does.
cool.
The Volsenbrack
It's like the real. It's like the real chaotic good, right? You're kind of like
Yeah. No, I mean
their
like that's
methods.
straight up
I'm
what
not
we
sure
are, yeah.
about, but they do good. You know?
Anyway, yeah, okay. I think we should put the airships on hold while you research better ones.
Better ones.
Oh, like
Different.
cheaper
It's gonna
ones,
get
different
more like-
different versions.
I don't think they get cheaper. It's more like a scouting one that's
Yeah.
like lighter and can move faster.
Let's just. I think
a-
we should put it on hold because
I
we
will.
don't
I
have
will
all
know.
of
You
that.
will have the option to retrofit when you unlock more types.
Yeah.
I would just say put it
You
on
take a shit
hold
ton
for
time
now.
to build as well. That'd be good. Yeah, to get done. Also for the diplomats' trips, perhaps.
Yeah,
We don't have super many captains right now because it takes a shit ton of alchemy knowledge to do. But we're educating more ones in the academy. So.
I mean, we are looking at a very large amount of money disappearing from the treasury already.
Yeah.
So, you know, we still
I
want
haven't
that
even finished
buffer.
with NPCs yet.
Yeah, exactly. We want that
So
buffer.
let's see what else we have.
On the topic of the airships, though, at least we know they work.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, I mean, the first time we flew it up with the Witch, we didn't know if it would explode on the spot or what. We had to use it.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
And I think it saved the time, the day.
Is
only help.
It
Next.
was the first time we had flown it then.
Same with the Volsenbergs.
All right. Next. Next.
apparently some dude is coming in. I thought it would
Be
be
invisible
me.
in the corner
Alright.
because
Sir Hadrian
speed
will
this
walk
up.
in. For as a reminder for any of you who has forgotten, Sir Hadrian is a well, you can't call him a crusader because he doesn't work for a faith, but one title the people have given him, Hunter of the Horsemen. He's been going around hunting out the cults.
I remember.
Yes. I like this guy. He's going to be a friend.
He requested any help the state was willing to give in his aid to build a team to help hunt them down, as one man alone can hunt down the small groups, but the larger ones require a strike force.
I
So
think
he's requesting funding from the state.
I think this should be a high priority because from what we've all discovered over the long while is that this cult is like empire-wide. They want to destroy the entire empire.
It is, and there's a big chance that they're the one who has been meddling with the crops.
Yeah.
Since they wanted to start a war and sickness and,
Yeah,
of
so
course, famine.
I think this should be our priority. I think we should throw money at this. And I hope he fixes it. Because it's a huge problem right now.
Depending on his intentions and competence, I might be interested to take him in under the champion seat. He could be a sword.
I mean, if he does that, then we can throw
choose
throw
those
money at
two
the same thing.
things.
Right now, he is not interested in fighting corruption. He's more interested in hunting down these black cultists.
Something the Imperial Champion office certainly does as well.
Yeah.
But I did notice one of you talked about him, like making him like official Imperial witch hunter,
We could.
which is something I took into account while putting this together.
Mhm.
As for him, you have
Witch hunter. That's a good way to put it.
if you want to pay, if you just want to reinforce his personal, retinue, you have a flat value of gold pieces, or you could actually make him an employee of the state with his own team. Which means he'd be under your command fully. You're paying him, you're kind of an employer at that point.
I think that'd be better because at least when he finds where it is, where like their headquarters is, then at least we can just go, right, you're done for now.
I know at some
deal with it.
point I like these kinds of people to not be under the state because that gives him more of a framework. He doesn't have to keep his hands clean all the time. Because we can always like condemn him.
Sure.
If he does something bad.
Again, I mean, my organization, they will cut some fools. I mean, that's kind of what they're here for, you know. They're here to kick ass and take names. I don't know if he... I mean, if he doesn't want to work under Raphael, that's one thing,
He's
I
a
suppose.
vigilante, basically.
Right.
Yeah, we can throw money at him.
We
And
support
not him.
vigilantism?
Yes.
I think so.
We
No,
are
actually,
vigilantes.
Exactly.
That's how we started.
That's how...
Patriotic
That's,
people are like, yeah, citizens should be able to fight in the street if they want to.
Yeah.
Like,
I,
fight against evil. Yeah.
that's how I made my money when I
Yeah,
started
I
out.
mean, if
You did it for
Batman
the
hadn't
money.
been a thing, we wouldn't be here today.
You know,
Folks are real good money.
he can show you his he can show you some of the kills of his adventuring duty if you wish.
So we have that guy as well with tons of money.
Yes, I will make him leave the room for now, but it's an option you have available.
So much
Yeah.
money. So much money.
Yes, there is expenditures in the Empire. This is
Oh
the
my
thing.
god.
You have the airships, which are 50k each.
Who else has
At
something?
least there's no upkeep.
I have
Uh,
some news.
There is no upkeep yet.
Go on,
We'll
Tina.
keep the upkeep run.
Go on, Tina.
News?
I have news, good news, and I am not gonna ask for any money.
That's
Oh,
nice.
that's a first.
Well, I have talked with well, it was what's it called? Word? What was he? Dark.
Hmm?
What was he? The word for it.
Which
The
one?
guy I talked to.
Oh, what you mean before the session?
Yeah.
We'll leave that for the moment. We will,
Alright.
as that will actually
Why?
come up. That will come up in a. I mean, I guess you can. Yes, you can actually. You can do it that way. Be fine.
Is something gonna happen?
No, be fine. Yes, you spoke to an ambassador.
Yeah, ambassador, that's the name. I spoke to the ambassador of the duchies, and we have agreed that we go back to how things were, and the it went so well earlier, but I've just been sitting
She-
staring at the
She accepted a almost white piece. Almost white piece.
yes,
Where's
because
that almost come from?
well, Irolda did do some crazy shit, and they kind of wanted her to pay for her crimes, but
She's our only living heir. She.
But that wasn't part of the that wasn't part. The white piece just says
That's how we talk.
yeah, let me talk. But Zoe talked to him, and it has basically been removed. She doesn't have to pay for her crimes, but the duchies don't want the new emperor to be like Irolda. They want him to actually have a head and actually be clever, and not just kill whatever comes in his way.
Yeah.
And I have made peace between them and the Ice Giants as well.
So has the trade been set up with them then?
No, but that would be something.
I haven't talked to him yet because Dark wanted that to be done in session.
Alright,
So,
yeah, that's fine. I
if
just wanted to
the price of this piece is to make William smart, did you have any requests pertaining to that? But any
That-
particulars, or was it just a
That's basically where I put my points.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So what they
Yeah.
wanted him, you wanted him to learn. You put your points into that.
Yeah.
Right.
He
Okay.
has,
I-
so
I-
they basically kept the casus belli, saying if the emperor is stupid, we have the right to attack him.
No,
That's
not
basically
Actually, not because
No.
the way the treaty was officially written was technically this isn't part of the treaty. This is more of a an incentive not to keep fighting. Technically, the treaty though was basically a white piece on all sides, except for Alantor having to give up its claim on the ice giant territory.
Oh, right.
Right,
So
yeah.
we won.
So yeah,
Officially, it was a mutual disarm. Officially,
it was, yes. Officially, that's what Zoe put it out to be.
Good.
She didn't want anyone to go, oh, we won or they won. She said we agreed
Okay.
that it should be like this.
But in
If you look at
reality,
safe
we
face.
we won, right?
No,
if you look on the city map, there is a nice on where the actual map of the empire is. There is a nice little section now where you can see where the ice giants have kind of.
I finally
border
got them
crosses.
to understand that giants are actually humanoids as well.
We're citizens of the empire.
Giants are people. Okay.
Now we need to have all stairs need to accommodate for giants.
All doorways need to accommodate.
Will
for
they-
We
giants.
have that
like-
little tip up there that nobody
And-
cares about.
Will they pay taxes?
I haven't talked to him yet.
They damn well will pay taxes. At least our tax collectors will go there.
This little round man, goes up there with a sack, like, oh, tax collecting.
They agreed to trade. They definitely agreed to
Tax
trade.
collectors.
They agreed to trade, yeah.
They're imperial subjects, surely,
But
right?
the war is over, and there is peace in the north again.
Hooray! Good. Raphael will throw a rose at Zoe and a kiss. And say that she's absolutely lovely.
Did you just throw a rose in my face?
No, it's in front of you.
Dethorned.
Just the thorns first, like smack.
That's mean. Okay, what did you gave me a... Yeah, sure, thanks. Thanks!
Good.
I did my best.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
Make sure the Ice Giants are part of the Empire and don't feel like they're independent, though. That wasn't really what we wanted, at least.
Yeah,
That
sure.
is
That's what.
definitely what I want to do.
Yeah, I think we
So,
kind of made that clear, didn't we?
We actually didn't, I think.
Well, I think
Yeah,
when we talked to them, it was kind of like a.
I haven't talked to them yet, but that is what we want.
Well,
What
we did
they-
last session, didn't we?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what.
You will be speaking to them as a
Yeah.
council.
She
Anyway.
basically represents the Empire.
Yeah.
She's the Empire's face.
Yeah.
And to some degree, she controls the foreign policy. So.
Next on the agenda.
Riff, you wanted funding increase for your knowledge?
It's a kind of the option is
Per
there.
month.
They're always gonna say they want more funding. They're researchers. They're always gonna say we want more funding, but things will be researched faster.
But
The
there's
more funding they have.
but we have so many problems here. Why spend money on solving problems up there?
What?
Space.
This is like
Riff
imperial.
is recommending for her department, her research
Yeah, this is the
department.
department. Yeah, this
Right.
is the research department. I'm just saying, like, the opportunity is there. The more money you give, the faster it will go. But they're always going to be asking for money.
What are the current research projects you have under your wing?
Golems, which was put forward by a council member. Sky, what was it? Sky Fort or
Yes, there was a Skyfort project.
Sky
Fort?
yeah, they're
Yes.
trying to figure out if we can turn the city into a sky fort
Not the city, just turn an area into
or
a
an
Skyfort.
A area. So, say if we put it on the city, we can just, if we're invaded by an army, we would just get up and leave. Like the entire city just gets up and like flies away. Also,
Iroda will point out her intention was to make a mobile fortress, not to make the city fly. But
well, that's just one application of it. I'm just saying. The others is
So you want the shield helicarrier, basically?
yeah, that's pretty
yes.
much yeah.
it's
It's
a
like
research project.
yeah, it's on a research project. There's improved potion distillation.
Which has
And
been running for a long time.
which has been running for a while, and it's like at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
And there is also magic capturing theory.
What would anyone
capturing
use that
magic.
for? She'll look to roll now.
Well, for the giant wards, we needed to contain a lot of magic to power those.
Sure.
That was a generic thing that was going on.
What's our current funding to the research?
Currently being funded to the research by the state would be 10k per month.
So we can cut that if you want.
You could cut funding; it'll make rich people very unhappy.
Yeah, they would be
Yeah,
very
there's no purpose
unhappy.
to do that.
I mean, they're okay at the moment, but just imagine it's like science researchers. They're always going to be like, yeah, we could do with more money. We need more money. But from what Rift's kind of seen, is they're not exactly doing things that fast with the 10k.
They're kind of squandering it.
No, they're not able to put as much. Like they're putting all the money to use. They just can't put.
It's limiting their speed.
Yeah, it's limiting them quite
Maybe
heavily.
we could add some and see what they can do with it. But let's. Well, what else do we have to spend money on?
This is all that is currently proposed, unless any of the players have anything else.
That's good. I feel.
That's good. All right, yeah.
So many damn things.
There's nothing else on my list.
So basically, Laura Blood has something they want. Rith something they want. Raph has something they want. He wants.
Hey, let me just total up what the maximum price is.
And also Mr. Demon Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Damon Hunter has something he wants.
Hadron.
Yeah.
The Hunter of Horsemen. It's been named.
I think Inquisitor wouldn't he technically go under Luna's jurisdiction? Like religious stuff.
He's not fighting as part of any faith. He's fighting against a faith, but he's not actually part of any faith for it.
Yeah, I thought the hunting down of evil churches was also like a faith-based thing.
Partially. Luna, Luna's not even in the council right now, so she can't really give an input at the moment.
But just in general, isn't that correct?
In general,
who makes the laws for what faiths are allowed and not?
That would be Luna's decision because she's the voice between government and religion.
Yeah. As it is, we currently have a lot of sort of autonomy in our positions. Every position basically holds pretty unique powers. I'm sure Elrond, for example, decides the rules for like, is necromancy allowed or not? Stuff like that.
Yes, under very strict supervision.
Yeah. And there's an entire duchy that outright bans it.
There's also a duchy that endorses it, so...
And your role, this job is basically as regent, I suppose, to do what the Emperor would do and make sure that our decisions reflect the will of the Empire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.